the Cedarstone Estate. Thanks for joining in. Today we have something a little different. We have three plumbing problems. I wasn't really going to make a video about this. Just started out something simple, and it just sort of escalated every time I turned around the past week. We ended up having another plumbing problem and then another. So to start off with, our first problem involved our ensuite soaker tub. Now, we've had this same tub in here for 35 years. Haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. But all of a sudden, in the last week or so, decided to start leaking at the drain. So really pretty straightforward. Easy to fix up. You can see the marks in there, the little cross. What I do is I just take a pair of pliers, go across here, you unscrew it, this unscrews, and all there is a rubber washer down below. I'll show you that. The reason I noticed in this closet downstairs, noticed a stain in the ceiling all of a sudden. And luckily we have suspended ceilings all along, so it's pretty easy to get at. So this here's the bottom of our soaker tub. There's the tub, fiberglass tub. And we have the flange here. And all there is here is a rubber gasket. And there's been a gasket there for 35 years, like I said, and no problem. So all of a sudden started leaking, so I figured just replace the gasket. So as I showed you before, unscrewed the drain fitting upstairs. This came apart. There's a rubber gasket in there. Replaced the rubber gasket. Didn't make any difference. Kept leaking. So I tried packing this area with plumber's putty and tried it. Still leaked. Now mind you, like I showed you before, we're in a cistern, so we have limited water. So every time I'd have to fill the tub up, probably 20, 30 gallons, and wait to see if it leaked, and it would start leaking again. So the plumber's putty didn't work. So then I tried using 2 gaskets, but it didn't work. And I guess over the years, the fiberglass has just gotten a little brittle. The edge of the tub here, where it meets on this face, had just gotten kind of ragged. So what I finally did is I filled this whole area with silicone, put my gasket back in here, and I just snugged it up. And I let it sit for a couple days till the silicone cured. And then I went back upstairs and tightened up the fitting again, and that seemed to cure it. It was just frustrating. I had to do it 3 or 4 times. Every time I'd have to wait an hour to see if it would start leaking again. And again, of course, 20 gallons or 30 gallons of water every time. So that was problem number 1. Third problem we have, as you can see, our little lavatory drain here seems to be kind of running slow. So I'm pretty sure that's just toothpaste and hair and all kinds of gross stuff in the drain. So I'll have to take the P-trap apart. Now this comes with the integrated pop-up drain. And to be honest, I wasn't really a fan when I saw the way it attached, because now there's a mechanism in the drain in here. And I kind of figured this was going to be causing a problem, and it has. So I have to take it apart, and yeah, it's just causing an obstruction in there. So we're going to start here. Got a tray underneath to catch some water. So I'm sure there will be. Just loosen this off. And this one. Do the control rod so I can pull the plunger out. Yes. Oh yeah. And the rest is the same. show you what's up here. And that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to run this down through there. Make sure I got it all. There's a couple little weep holes on the side for the overflow. Make sure they're clear. I'm going to run some hot water in there. Looks like she's got some critters in there too. I'll have to flush out and then we'll put it back together. So everything flushed out, hot water, everything pulled through. So it's got to put it all back together. Those are tight. Have to clean the guy out. Make sure this has to line up with that pin there when you drop it in. You can feel it. You can tell by moving the plunger whether it's connected or not. There. If we have no leaks, we'll be good. Nothing seems to be leaking, so it looks like we did a good job. The last thing I'm going to do is clean the strainer on the faucet itself. We get, since we're using cistern water, sometimes we get a little debris in the water, and it plugs up the strainer, the aerator, so I'm going to have to clean that out. The faucet came with this little tool, and we'll use that to take the aerator out. Here's the aerator. Blow it out with air, all cleaned up. Check, make sure there's nothing in there. Flush that through a little bit. Get it started. It's at a little bit of a funny angle. And just finish tightening up with our key. There we go. It's all good now. Tighten up. And I put this in a bag. I have 2 of them. I have one here for the soaker tub also. So I just keep them right here. So this is what we pulled out of that one little drain. So if you are thinking of replacing a faucet and you're going to put one in with one of those pop-up drains, this will be an issue. Well, all cleaned up. Everything works good now. Good drainage. Everything put back in its place. Doors, everything back underneath. So, on to the next job. So the third job was here in our laundry room. It's our laundry room where I usually wash up from working out in the shop and all that. Well, it was leaking down this hose. And I thought something was wrong with this hose. I thought something was wrong with the spray nozzle itself. And I looked high and low. I couldn't figure it out. So finally, all of this is one big nut under there. So I pulled the nut off. Pulled this out. So as it turned out, you can see it dripping right there. It was out of the stem. So I was able to contact our good friends at Moen and see if we can get some parts. So I've got the water shut off. That pops off. Well, can't be easier than that. Here's a new valve. Looks like it only goes in one way with the notches in it. New nut. Says hand tight and then 90 degrees. There we go. That goes on. Goes back on. Let's turn the water on, see what happens. Looks good and dry. So that was an easy fix. Can't be easier than that. If you like this video about our little do-it-yourself projects, our trio of plumbing problems, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.